Here we are given the data for 12 sample households, and this is their income in thousands of dollars. We are going to create a box and whisker plot for this data. So what we want to first do here is we want to take all of this data, we want to put it in numerical order, or we want to rank the data. So the smallest observation I have here is 69. Then I have the number 74. Then we have 75. Then we have 79. Then 81. Then we have 84. We have 90. 94, 98, 104, and 112, 144. Okay, now that we are given our data in order, we want to first find the median. So the median is going to be the middle value. There are 6 values on either side of the middle, so we'll go, and I got that from doing 12 divided by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so my middle is in between 84 and 90, and that's because there are 6 values to the left, 6 values to the right. So what I want to do here is I want to find the average of these two numbers. So I am going to do 84 plus 90, and then I'm going to divide that by 2. So I get 87. So my mean is 87, or sorry, my median is 87. Okay, now what we want to do is we are going to split this into 2 halves of data. So on the left, I'm going to have the first 6 observations, and on the right, I'm going to have my second 6 observations. I need to find the median of both of these observations. So right here down the middle, I want to find the median to my left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means I need to go between my third values, okay, so 75 and 79. So I do the same thing here. I go to my calculator, I do 75 plus 79, and then I divide by 2. So there I get 77. That is going to be quartile 1. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I have in between, let's see here, 90, 94, so 98 and 104. So in between these two numbers, So we go 98 plus 104, divide by 2, we get 101. So that is the median of the upper half of the data. And that is going to be quartile 3. Okay, now I want to make my box plot. So I am going to first draw a line here. Just grab a line, a straight line, and then I am going to make some tick marks with all of my data here. So let's go with, start with 60, and then we'll go 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, and I'm going to keep going here. I might not get to 144, but let's see what we got here. Yeah, we're going to make it. Okay. So now I'm going to make a dot for my observations. Make a black dot here. So 69 is going to be about right here. We have 74 about right here. 75 right here. 79, 81, 84 is about right here. 90 right on the 90. 94, 98, 104, 112, and 144 out here. Okay, now what I'm going to do for my observations is I am going to first make a line at my median. So my median was 87. So 87 is about, we're going to say, about right here. Oh, that might be 86, 87 right here. Okay, we make a line. Okay, that's my first observation, my median. Then I'm going to make a line at quartile 1, which is 77. So 77 is probably about right here. And then we make another line at 101. And then I'm going to draw a box around this data. And then I'm going to take a line from my box, and I'm going to go to my lowest value. I'm going to make another line. And I'm going to go to my highest value. I'm going to make another line. So this is what my box plot looks like. Okay, so these tick marks here, this is your tick mark for quartile 1. This is your tick mark for your median. And this is your tick mark for quartile 3. This is your minimum observation, and this is your maximum observation. Now these 5 numbers, minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, and maximum, that's what we call the 5-number summary. So if you were asked for the 5-number summary for this observation, you would give 69, 77, 87, 101, and 144. Find the interquartile range for this data. So the interquartile range is given to us by taking quartile 3 and subtracting quartile 1. That's going to give you the amount of data in between here. So here we have 101 minus 77. That value is going to give us 24. So our interquartile range is 24. Okay, now we want to test for outliers. So to test for outliers, we want to see if there are any observations that are less than quartile 1 minus 1.5 times our interquartile range. And we also want to see if there are any values that are greater than quartile 3 plus 1.5 times our interquartile range. Okay, so we're going to test that. So we are going to grab our calculator, and we're going to say, okay, quartile 1 is 77. And then we're going to do 77 minus, and we're going to say 1.5 times our interquartile range of 24. Are there any observations less than 41? No, our lowest observation is 69. So less than 41, we are good. Let's look up here. Let's see if this 144 is truly an outlier. So now we're going to take quartile 3, which is 101, and we're going to add 1.5 times our interquartile range, 24. And that gives us 137. So greater than 137, yes, we do have an observation greater than 137, which is 144. So we say that 144 is truly an outlier for this data. You can also make a box plot and get your 5-number summary in your calculator, and I will put another video up with that with the same data in just a second.